Hello, how's everybody doing today? I figured everybody'd like to maybe talk about the OUKITEL P2001 2000 watt power station and the Bluetti ac200P 2000 watt power station. I own both of these. I've got two of each. Got one more on the way. It's in the mail. Both great units. I've not been disappointed with either one. I just figured maybe we'll compare apples to apples here, you know. That way maybe someone out there, if you're thinking about getting one, I highly recommend either one of these. I really do. I've not had no trouble at all with them. Nothing. Well, we'll start with the OUKITEL. It's a 2000 watt power station, 4000 watt peak. Pull me a chair up here. You can run pretty much anything off of it except heat pump, you know, air unit, something that big, you know what I mean. But you can run all your appliances off of it, you know, electric stove, but, you know, it'll suck the juice real quick. But other than that, as far as full-size refrigerators, a washer, you know, lamps, microwave, coffee pot, deep freezers, any of that, it'll run. Every day, even at this very moment, I've got two full-size refrigerators, two deep freezers, my 70-inch TV, and my camera security system. They're all running right now off of this one, but I switch back and forth. But it will run them. I'll show you in a little bit, but we'll talk about this. Like I said, it's a 2000 watt solar generator and a 4000 watt peak. You know, if you're running a air compressor, a skill saw, something that you got to really give the juice real quick to get it going, this will go up to 4000 watts, you know, for just a second or two. But you got your screen. I'll turn it on here. I'll also turn this one on, that way we can see it. But here, as you can see, this is your 100%. That's your battery bar. You know, as you use it, the bar drops around to empty. Right now, as it's sitting, just using the screen, I've got 99 hours that it'll run. Right here is your output. If I was running a refrigerator, you'd see 150 watts, you know, 200 watts, whatever right there. Right here, if you got it plugged up to the wall or solar coming into it, it would show what's coming in. Got a little light right here. Turn it on. Well, turn it off. And if you notice, it's got a line like a square going around here, around there. What that is saying is here's your on and off switch for this square, and that is your DC. You've got your barrel plug, like a lighter, car lighter in your car. You can use these. Some mini fridges has got them, or a cooler. Just plug it up to that. Right there is a XT2, I believe, plug in, and it's got these nice little water resistant, but more or less for dust, keep dirt and stuff out of them. You got your barrel plugs right there, 12 volt, 3 amp. Over here in this square, and like I say, you can turn them on right there. You see the little USB port symbol come up right there. All these are on now. Over here, now that one's on. All them come up, the barrel port, the XT, all that. But you got USB ports. These are your quick charges right here. These two. These are just normal. Plug your phones up to them or your laptops. Charge them up. These are your PD, and it's kind of like on the bottom of your iPhones. What you plug your wire into. That's the same thing right there. Over here, right Right there's where you plug your electric up, your cord up to plug it into the wall or whatever. It's a 3-prong. And the power brick is built inside, so you don't have to carry no power brick around. You just got a cord. Right here is your Anderson cable hookups. This is for your solar. You plug these up, and then the other end will go into your solar panels. Little door to keep the dust and everything out of. Right there's your intake fan. Over here's your outtake. So it more or less sucks air in this way and blows it out to cool the batteries. Right here, you can see the button right here. It's got another little line around it, but that's for your plug-ins. You got 6 AC outlets, just like on your wall. Plug your refrigerator or whatever up to. But 2 aluminum handles. Very sturdy. You ain't got to worry about them breaking or nothing. And all your cords and everything, you know, most companies, just like this one, they put them in a bag or a zip-up case. This one here, you can't get them lost because they go in this little door. They're right there. That's your power cord. You plug it in on the side here and plug it in the wall. And this is one of the fastest charging from an AC outlet that they make. From dead empty, this thing will bring in 1100 watts, and it will, from dead empty, it will charge up in approximately an hour and 40 to 45 minutes. That is fast. That's 2,000 watts, you know, it's charging up, but it's bringing in 1100 watts, charging that sucker up. Right here is your Anderson. Plug this up here and to your cord that goes into here, and then these are your for your solar panels. Your solar panels will hook up into these. And I've got that marked number 2 because I got another one that's marked number 1. That way, keep track of which one's which as far as paperwork and when I got it. And right there's your lighter plug-in, and I can hook that up to, you know, whatever. I can bring in solar and plug it into here. Right there. It'll take longer, but you know, it is there. But like I say, good little unit. I've never had a problem with them. They're great. They weigh approximately 48 pounds. It's not got no bells and whistles. It just does what you need it to do, and that's what I like about it. You know, they're not charging you all this extra stuff for a touch screen. You know, this one's got cordless phone chargers on top. You know, a lot of that you pay for, and that's where your money goes. This one here cut out all the little perks. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you what you need, and that's why I like them. Good, sturdy, hard case. I mean, like I say, unless you just drop it off 2nd floor, it ain't gonna break or nothing, you know. But we'll go ahead and turn that one off, save the battery. You just hold it in. There you go. Now this one is the Bluetti ac200P. Another good unit. I wouldn't have it if I didn't think it was good. But this one too, 2,000 watts. Will bring peak 4,000 watt, and does the exact same thing as this one does. In all honesty, the only difference as far as run time and everything that I have seen, this one, I've done a test on this refrigerator right here. The Bluetti, from full to empty till it shut itself off, this one run about an hour longer than this one. And this one was about an hour shorter than this one. You know, just, I guess maybe truthfully this one's got a little bit better inverter. Just longer time, not saying that it's better. But this one here, on your DC, you got a double pin. That's for like remote control cars, airplanes, drones. I don't need it, but you never know when you might get something that has that end on it. Right here's your plug-in, like a lighter. Same thing. Right here's a 12 volt, 3 amp barrel plugs, 2 of them. Right there's that PD port, just like on the bottom of your iPhone. Right here is USB ports, 4 of them. And a thing to point out too, these are just regular 5-volt, 3-amp USB ports. And like I told you on this one, it's got them too, but it's got the quick charge. These are 18 watts. So, I mean, they'll charge your phone up just like that. So that's one little perk towards that, but nothing big. And then right here's your AC outlets, 6 of them, just like on the OUKITEL. Both of them are pure sine wave. That's something you definitely want to get. Right here, it's showing your 100% battery at your battery as it loses power. It'll go around this way until empty. DC, you just touch it. AC, you just touch it. Well, on. Watch it kick on right there. There, it's on. You can see it. Let's turn it off now. It went off. But in this one too, where you can hit your settings, your data, faults if you should get a power surge and it kicks itself off, you know, you can get in there and clear it. That way it don't hurt the machine. The machine's telling you, hey, you need to clear the fault there, you know, had a little hiccup, you know, through the power or something. And it's making sure it don't damage your power station. But same here, intake fan, outtake fan. There's your solar hookup right there. Right here is your, like, hooking up to the wall, the AC hookup. And again, you got 2 wireless phone chargers. You just lay them down, or you can hook the cord up, be right there, or the USB. You got 2 handles, and they're steel. They're just kind of got like a molding rubberish plastic. They're comfortable, but they're steel. And 2 handles there. This one weighs approximately 60 pounds. Weighs a little bit more than the OUKITEL. But again, basically, they're the same power. They do the same job. Turn this off, save some power. But you're going to give more for this one. This one, you can find them now. I give $13.99 for this when I first got it. My second one, I wanted to say I give $12 because they lowered the price. You know, these have been out for a little bit too. These here now are $12.99, $13.99, but they was up to $16.99 when they first come out. So they've really dropped, but it's because they've got newer models, the Max. But the Max is just 400 watts bigger, and it's got an RV plug-in on it over on this end. That's the only difference. But if you were wanting to buy either one of these, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. You're pretty much going to get the same power out of them, no matter what you do. Like I said, this one will go about an hour longer, you know, give or take, depending on what you're using. But again, you're saving, you know, anywhere from $200 to $300. You know, like I said, this one you can find $1,000 to $1,100. That one, I've seen them $12.99 to $13.99. And personally, like the phone chargers up here, I've never used them the first time. I mean, it's just not, I can hook mine up to the front or over at the wall, you know. But I'm telling you, they're great. And just to give you instance, what I'm running right now, this minute, I'm running that chest freezer, this stand-up refrigerator, my 70-inch TV. It's just on sleep mode, it's on. And my camera, security camera, and the hard drive right there, it's running on it. My double door refrigerator, and my deep freezer right there. They're all 6 running off right now I've got the Bluetti hooked up, but I just switch them out. The OUKITEL does the same thing. As you can see, you know, it's my extension cord. It's running. I'm at 52%. The sun ain't out real bright yet. But I've got all my cords coming up right here, 4 cords. And what I've done, I went under the house I drilled a little hole over here. I brung me up an electrical cord like it's in your walls, house electrical line. I brung it up, put a female end on it. I run it under the house and over to where I showed you next to my generator in the bedroom. I've done the same for the living room. It's about right there under the house into my bedroom. Same with my refrigerator. I just put the cords right there, right there. It's hooked up. It goes behind the refrigerator, down to the floor, under the house, to my generator. And again, same right there. You can see the cord right there. But, I mean, you can't beat them. My last electric bill was about $115 and some change, if I'm not mistaken. But I use these every day. You know, if it's real cloudy, I don't bother because you're just going to run your battery down. I like to keep them all charged up to 100. You know, if we do have a blackout, I know here about a year ago, we was out of electric for 3.5 days. You know, I made it easy, you know, and then I only had 2 generators. But now, and what I done then is when one would get low, I hook everything else, like switch it to here. Then I just had this one and the Bluetti, one of each. And I would run everything, let's say off of this one. When it got real low, you know, about done, I just unplug it and plug everything up to this one. I would take this one out to my gasoline generator out in the building. And within an hour and 45 minutes, this thing's charged up again. I'd bring it in. So when that one got low, I just switch everything back over to this one. And you just keep going back and forth. You know, you ain't got a gasoline generator running 8 hours, 10 hours or nothing. Hour and 40, 45 minutes. That's it. Shut her off, you know. But now I've got 2 of these, soon to be 3 of these. So, I mean, plus my solar, I've got 700 watt panels out there, 7 100 watt panels, which is 700 watts, and that's the most this one will take in. I've got it maxed out, so that way I can charge this one up quick. I've got 420 watt 2 panels. They're 210 panels, 2 of them, so 420. This one can take in up to 500 watts. So I found a good deal on them, so I figured just get the 420. And with my solar panels, this one is slower charging than this one, but it'll still charge, no problem. But you know, if there ain't no sun, if it's cloudy and you ain't got no electric, you just go out and plug them up to a gasoline generator for an hour and 45 minutes. It's full peak. And then this one will last another, depending on what you put on it. But with everything here, I can get a good 10 hours out of this running everything I just showed you. The 2 freezers, 2 fridges, my TV, and my security system. I can get 10 hours. About 10 and a half, 11 on this one. But like I say, you know, I ain't got to worry about it. You know, with all of them staying on 100%, because each day I just use one and I hook the solar up to it. So it kindly feeds itself, charges itself up instead of letting it drop down, you know, to 0. So end of the day, I'm at still like 90%, 95%. And what I'll do is I'll unplug everything, plug it right back up to the wall, the house. And then for the last hour, I'll charge my unit back up to 100, flip her off. And then tomorrow, I'll repeat it. But yeah, power goes out, you're going to get by pretty good. You really are. Those 3.5 days, they weren't hard at all, to be honest with you. The only thing then I regretted, I had to run extension cords all through the house. You know, like over here at the deep freezer and this, I had a cord running through here to the kitchen and all that. But that's why I went and got electric line, home electric line, and put it under the house and brung them up. Now, I don't have no cords laying everywhere. Now, it's just, you know, I'll just plug everything up. You know, the only cords I have now is literally right there, what you see, which this is my solar coming in. I just got it hanging right there because my solar, when I first started, I brung it up right here in the corner. This is my OUKITEL solar cord right here. I just hang it right there. But my Bluetti, I got it coming. It's going behind my safe right here, over to here, and plugged up right there. And then my cord's coming up from the house, which I've got my refrigerator and all that on. It's coming up. I got a surge protector. You can see right back there. And then the cord coming to, and I just needed an extension cord to reach up to my generator. And right here is where I keep them sat. But right there, that's it. That's the only mess I got. And I can live with that. It's in my bedroom. You know, it's just during the day. And then emergencies, you know, that's all. That's the only mess I'm going to have right there. And I ain't got to worry about nothing. So, you know, that's my other Bluetti. Right there is my other OUKITEL. And then, like I say, I've got these two. Plus, I've got another Bluetti on the way. It's already in the mail. But I just figured, you know, y'all would like to, if you're debating which one to get, if you're looking at these two, I'm being honest with you, either one is a great purchase. I've not had a problem out of either one of them. Few little extra bells and whistles on this one, but it's nothing you have to have. You know, trust me, yeah, it looks fancy with the phone chargers on top. Like I said, I've never used them the first time. I think when I first got it, I laid one up there just to make sure it worked. That was it. I've never used it since. But this one will do exactly what that one will do. Considering what you're running, 30 minutes to an hour shorter, that's it. Well, any questions, just comment. I thank you for watching. God bless.